everybody, and welcome to the show. If you're watching on a replay right now, do me a quick favor and type in hashtag sister to sister, honey. If you're watching live, say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know also if y'all can see and hear me. I'm not jumping. I'm not getting foggy or fuzzy. Let me know if my internet connection is good because it's been doing the most lately. So definitely let me know in the chat if I'm coming in good. I have a great topic to talk to you guys about today. Twonta is not feeling well tonight. Okay. So we want to, one of the things I was even talking to Twonta about this earlier today, we advocate for self-care, right? We don't just advocate for self-care. We believe that every woman should listen to their bodies and know when to take a time out, right? Know when to take a time out. And we all sometimes, more often than not, need to take a time out sometimes. So that's what Twonta is doing tonight. She's taking her some time to rest her body, to rest her spirit, all the things. Last week I wasn't able to be on the show because my husband and I were celebrating our 20th year anniversary, y'all. Like, wow. My husband and I were celebrating okay, I'm foggy. Okay, so Teresa said that I'm foggy. So what I'm going to do is I need to switch these Wi-Fi connections. I'm so sorry, guys. Y'all know my Wi-Fi be a little sketchy now. It just be a little bit sketchy. We're going to make it work. We are going to make it work, y'all. Sorry about that, guys. I may have to just come in on my phone. I think I can do that. Trees, send me the StreamYard link on my phone. I mean, in Voxer Love. Because I'm going to switch, guys, because I don't think, I know this is not going to stop with the glitches. And, we have a very important topic to talk about tonight. Don't take it out. No. Oh, okay. All right. So while Teresa's doing that, guys, make sure that y'all share this out. Make sure that you invite your people on here. Get them in the room, guys, because this conversation is really good. Tonight's topic is called Here You Go. Tonight's topic is called Here You Go. So you have built momentum. You have made some noise. You have solidified some things. A lot of times, more often than not, thank you, Teresa. All right, let me switch, y'all. I'm going to go on mute here. All right. Okay, guys. Can y'all, am I echoing? Let me know, y'all, if I'm still echoing. Let me know if my sound is coming through good. Let me know, ladies. And I'm going to switch connections on here so it's not interrupting that. All right. Let me know in the comments, y'all. Teresa, am I good on this end? Can y'all hear me? Turn up my volume a little bit. Ooh, Lord, it has been a day, honey. It has. Okay, good. All right. So it looks like I'm coming in loud, live, and in color over here. I'm just going to pull up my YouTube real quick so that I can see the feed on my end. So that way, if I am skipping, I'll also see it on this end. Okay. Let me pull it up. Okay, I'm still a little bit fuzzy. Oh, this is annoying. Okay. All right, Teresa, am I still coming through fuzzy, love? I feel like I'm breaking up. You let me know. Actually, let me use. Okay, now I'm off my Wi-Fi and I'm on the data. Okay, let's see and make sure that this cleared it up. So did it clear up, guys? Did it clear up a little bit? Let me make y'all higher, honey. Sometimes when you do a live and you're too low, people see your double chin. I don't like that. I don't like that. So did this help, y'all? Let me know if this helped. Okay, it's clear. Awesome. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. If you don't know who I am Leticia Campbell, okay? And I'm one of the co-hosts of this show that Twonta and I call the Sister to Sister Connection. Twonta couldn't make it tonight, so I'm doing the show tonight solo dolo. So please, y'all, keep Twonta in your prayers. This was awesome about doing a show where you have a co-host, right? Where you have somebody who works alongside you. That, you know, if something happens, you know, if a one person needs to take a rest or a breather, they have an emergency or a family event coming up, we can still continue on in the show. Hey, Diane, I see you over there, sis. So, huh? Well, these I want separate, okay? Because I showed these already. Get it another box. Yeah, put it in there. I'm sorry, guys. So listen, we have a great topic tonight. Therese, if you could bring the topic up on the screen, that'd be awesome. So what we're going to be talking about tonight is here we go, right? So one of the things I realized that whether you are starting a new chapter in your life or you're trying to build a business and you're building up that momentum, it's almost like what happened on that award show. I don't want to talk about what happened, or y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to talk about on this show, but with that being said, it's like no matter what level you're at in life or your business, you know, the higher you get, the more trial and the more tribulation that you may have, right? I don't want that to deter you guys from becoming successful, from being your best self, from shining your light. But I want to help you guys to be somewhat prepared for that. Okay. I want y'all to be prepared for that and know what to do when you're building a life or building a business where you're making a lot of noise. Okay. And now it's time to keep things going. Now it's time to keep things moving, if not even pivot. Right. So let's start off with the first point, guys, that I want to definitely touch on tonight. And as I said, guys, if anything I say tonight resonates with you, please, you know, stay interactive in the chat. After the show, we are going to be doing our afterglow. Okay. You want to make sure you join us for the afterglow. Okay. And with our afterglow show, is on Zoom. It's a private session. Okay. We have the opportunity to go more deeper into the topic that we discussed. And on top of that, it's not recorded. So you can show up with your hair done, your hair not done, however you feel comfortable. And it's a great way for us to network and connect within the community. Okay. So the first point I want to talk about tonight is you got to make your own noise. Okay. You got to make your own noise. All right. We all have our own unique personalities. We all do our own unique things. And some of the things I find is that we get so mesmerized by watching people that motivate us, that gets us moving, that sometimes we end up sort of copying or doing things the same exact way as they do. Right. And one thing I know that you can't keep up with is other people's momentum. Amen. We can't keep up with other people's momentum. We can't keep up with anybody else's momentum but our own. Somebody type in my own. Keep up with my own momentum. Type in my own in the comments right now. You only have power to keep up with your own momentum. Okay? Your own consistency. So while you're trying to find and figure out how consistent you should be or how consistent you want to be, more often than not, the best thing to do is figure out if you're on it, what have you. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. You're working out and what have you. Keep up with your own momentum with that. Okay, you're building a business, you're trying to get to 6-7 figures this year and what have you. Keep up with your own momentum. Okay, guys, I think I'm a little bit more clear now. Awesome. Okay. So with that being said, guys, make your own noise. Like for me, I tap into my own energy. Y'all know I have this little alter ego, and I'm not crazy, but I do have an alter ego for myself, and her name is Tropicana. And literally, Tropicana for me, she's all the things. She walks into a room, she owns the room, she dominates the room. And there's times when I don't feel like showing up, but I have to show up. I tap into Tropicana, right? because that's how I make my own noise. That's how I stay consistent. That's how I show up and be my best and true self. Because you're not going to always feel like doing things all the time, but you got to tap into things so that way you can stay consistent. Are y'all getting this so far? Let me know in the comments. I want to make sure y'all understand this point, because it's probably one of the most important points of tonight's show that I want each and every one of you guys to get to understand, is that you got to make your own noise. Nobody can promote for you. Nobody can do the work for you. Nobody can be in your position or be in your place. You have to do it for yourself, right? Doing it scared, doing it afraid, doing it nervous. Thank you, Diane. Let's bring up the second point, Trees. Doing it with, no matter how you feel. This is why we don't want to always tap into our feelings. We want to really tap into our vision, right? Beating the odds. I was just doing a training tonight for my clients, and one of the things I told y'all, right? And if you were on there typing me, I said, always get out there and beat your best. You know what that means? Let me know if y'all, those of you who were on my training earlier, let me know if y'all, what do I mean by when I tell each and every one of you guys to beat your best? What do I mean by that? What do I mean? That is so important. When you're trying to get out there and beat your best, you ain't worried about what your competitors are doing, right? When you're out there trying to beat your best, you are going to always reach your goal. Hey, LaShawn, how are you? But what do you guys think I mean by beat your best? I want y'all to answer that for me in the comments. Okay? What do I mean by beat your best? Right? Because we all have a goal on here. We have a life goal. We have a business goal, right? We have a self-development goal, right? But sometimes, more often than not, we get hard on ourselves because we haven't reached it fast enough, right? Or we feel like we're not going at a pace that's going to get us to where we want to be. But when we really pipe down and say, you know what, all I'm going to do today is just beat my best. All I'm going to do this month, this week, is just beat my best. What do y'all think I mean by that? What do y'all think I mean when I tell my clients, when I tell people that I meet on a day-to-day basis, when I say, listen, girl, I know you're going through it, but all you got to do is just beat your best. All you have to focus on is just beating your best. What I mean by beating your best is beating what you've done the week before, beating what you've done the month before, the year before, right? So like I said earlier, if I had gotten 4 clients last week, guess what I'm going to do this week? I'm going to get 5. If I lost 20 pounds last month, guess what I'm going to do this month? I'm going to lose 21 pounds because I'm only going to just beat my best. I'm not beating somebody else's best. I'm not trying to lose 100 pounds like somebody else, right? When my best last month was 20, I'm not going to try to make $15,000 this month when my best last month was 5,000. We got to be realistic. It gets us to be really realistic and not make these insane goals that we can't reach, and then we doubting ourselves. What did Diane say, Therese? Pull up her comment. I think you said something, Diane. Let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss it. So you got to beat your best. That's for me what beating the odds mean, right? So Diane said, know your numbers, do better than your last numbers, set goals, higher numbers. Yes. You're beating your best. That's what track stars do, right? That's what athletes do. You know, when somebody says Michael Jordan, LeBron James, what's the basketball player name that passed away? My bad. LeBron James, what all those men are doing subconsciously every single year, every single season, is they're beating their best. They're beating their best. That's why we can't say there will never be another Michael Jordan or there will never be another LeBron James, right? When you see people out there in sports, in life and what have you, right? There's never nobody like them, because you know why? Because what they worked on every day was not to be the best. Yes, Kobe Bryant. Thank you, Diane. It's not to be the best, but to beat their best. Because subconsciously they become the best. Because all the best meaning that is what best means is that you're becoming a better version. Are y'all following me so far? You're becoming a better version of yourself. You're becoming a better version of Diane. So if Diane goes live this week, right? If Diane goes live one time this week and talk about her vacation packages and talk about how you need to get your vacation book a consultation with me. If she does that one time this week, guess what Diane has to do next week? Guess what Diane has to do next week? She has to go live 2 times, right? And each week she's up in it. So the week after, she says, I'm going to go live 3 times. And after I go live, I'm going to start to reach out to people and see and move them forward into booking a consultation with me. Now that momentum comes up. That momentum happens. That compound effect happens. Are y'all getting this so far? I hope y'all getting this. This is like so key. This is so key, y'all. And let me know, y'all, if I'm still breaking up, because I see I'm looking at myself on the other screen. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or what have you. But let me know, ladies, if I'm coming in clear. All right. Thank you, Therese, for putting up those links, love. All right, let's bring up the third point, Therese. And then right after this, right after I finish with these points, guys, we're going to jump into what's news, and then we're going to do the afterglow. Yes, we're going to do. Okay, I'm clear. Awesome. Then I think it's just my Wi-Fi. Okay, good. So point number 3 is bulldozing your haters. Here's what I say, y'all. You ain't doing nothing unless you got, if you got a hater out there or a naysayer or anybody out there who's talking against your vision, talking against your business, talking against your business methods, you're really doing something. I firmly believe that, because in my, entrepreneurial career, my journey, I've had a few haters. In my life, I had a few haters. Yeah, I told y'all last year, I had to get a few toxic people out of my life forever. Okay? I'm gonna say this again in case they're listening. I had to get rid of a few toxic people out of my life forever. See, some of us need to not leave any cracks or any crevices for toxicity to seep in. I eliminate that. So you got to bulldoze your haters. And bulldozing your haters is not you talking to them, not you defending yourself. Sometimes you just got to keep quiet. Sometimes you just got to say, you know what? I'm not going to explain to myself no more. I'm not going to defend myself anymore. I'm not going to be going back and forth. You got it. If you feel that way, you got it. You don't want to apologize. You want to say sorry today, and then the next week you talk about something else. You talking about this, that you texting my husband, texting me, all these things. Okay. Here's the thing, y'all. Like I said this analogy on this show before. Have you ever heard me say, if you think you can be successful or you think you can't be successful, you're right. So if somebody tells me that they cannot be successful in life or in business, I'm gonna say you're 100% right. You can't be successful in life or business, because I'm not going to argue with you. What you say in your mind is your reality. And one thing you can't argue or fight against people with is whatever reality or whatever truth. You know how sometimes you get into a situation with somebody and they got their own truth. Like, this is my truth about the situation. This is how I feel. This is my truth. You can't argue against what somebody else's truth is. That's their truth, right? So with that being said, bulldozing your haters and saying, you know what? I ain't here to argue with you, and I'm not here to defend myself. I'm here to call on the vision and the path and the journey that God has called me on, and I'm going to keep moving in that vein, okay, until he says I'm done or until he has me work on something else. Are y'all getting that? Right? So bulldozing your haters is so important. This is something that you're constantly going to have to do throughout your whole life, throughout your whole business career, and what have you. It just comes with the territory. It just comes with the territory, y'all. Sometimes your husband can be your hater. Sometimes your mom can be your hater, your sister, your uncle, your aunt, your coworker. You get all these things, but I feel like everyone plays a position in your life so that way you can continue to do the things that God has called you to do. God had to harden Pharaoh's heart for there to be a huge transition in hundreds, if not thousands, of people's lives. All right. So, Therese, bring up the 4th point, sis. Do we have 4? How many points we have? Let me see. Yeah, this is the last point, y'all. Then we're going to get into what's news, and then we're going to do the afterglow. So Therese is going to be putting up the Zoom link for our afterglow show. This is a private session, y'all. We don't record it. You can hop on. We talk about the topic that we discuss on the show, and we talk about other things as well. So if you want a listening ear, maybe you're going through something right now, you just need a listening ear, you need advice for people who are outside your bubble, the afterglow show is for you. The afterglow show is for you. So the 4th point I want to make tonight is slapping the face of insecurities. We all have insecurities. Okay. We all like, I'm gonna give y'all funny. I'm gonna share something real funny with y'all. So before I came on here, hold on, let me go grab it. I want to grab it because I gotta show y'all my foolishness. Okay. So before I came on here, right? Y'all know I'm a big girl. Let me stand up again so y'all can see. I'm a big girl, okay? Okay. Thank you, Therese. Okay. So I ain't small. So I got this little, I've been on Instagram, you ever been on Instagram, you saw the girls wearing I call this like a belt, honey. It's a torture belt for me. They wear this, they wrap this around. So I saw a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, on, I know some of y'all laughing, on YouTube or Instagram of these girls wrapping up their bodies in this little elastic band, okay? And they have flat tummies. I'm like, all right, I'm wearing this dress tonight, got this jewels on, I don't want my tush tush to show, So I took this out, got this on Amazon, it was like $27. I took this out, honey. I wrapped myself up very, very firmly, not tight. I sat here, I was like, oh no. Right? Teresa's laughing. I was like, no, this is not given. So I took it off. I ripped it off my body. I didn't care if I broke it. I didn't break it, but because when I tried to unwrap myself, I had issues. So I took this baby off. I said, she's not going to be worn tonight because I'm not going to sit here and be uncomfortable and breathing hard and sweating and stuff. I am done. Bye-bye. Okay? So, because my insecurity coming on was like, I got this gut, I'm a mother of 5 children. How am I supposed to look? That's what I was thinking in my head, girl. Like, listen, I just had a baby, in 2020. I had a baby in the year of COVID. So I was stressed out, home, eating, gained some extra pounds, and, boom. But we all have insecurities. And sometimes when we are, or we're trying to do certain things, to try to fight against our insecurities, we look silly. So I slapped my security in the face today. Hey, Facebook user, let us know what's your name. I think she's watching the group. If you're watching our Facebook group, guys, go to the description and click the StreamYard link and allow StreamYard to give permission to post your name. But I had to slap my insecurity in the face. And I had to be like, you know what, girl, you're going to look so silly, uncomfortable. And people are like, why is she uncomfortable? Why is she sweating? Why is she breathing hard? Like, I was literally sitting here like, oh no, it was pressuring against my ribs. I was like, I don't know how kudos to those of you who wear those gift wrap, the little wrap bands. Kudos to y'all. I don't know how y'all wear those for 8, 9, 10 hours. I couldn't do it. Okay, I was like, I sat out here for 2 minutes. I was like, oh no, she coming off. I ain't wearing her today. Okay, they're just gonna have to love my rolls and my pugs, all the things. But how many of y'all do that? Like, you may purchase something to like sort of alter your appearance, and then you ask yourself, why am I doing this? I think in my head, I was like, probably most of the women that watch this have guts, have the bodies, because you probably had a lot of children, or gain weight or what have you. And it's like, I'm going to be comfortable with my so-called insecurities. I'm going to say, you know what? I am who I am. And not to say I would never wear that band, but today she was not given. I was like, So I purchased her probably like 3 weeks ago, and I have not worn her for longer than 5 minutes. Okay. I don't know how y'all do it. All right. What is the Facebook user? What is your name? Let me know your name. Pull up her comment, trees. I think that's Kimberly. Yes. Yeah, guys. So you got to slap your insecurities in the face, guys. The same thing that you're probably insecure about, the people who are watching you are insecure about something within themselves. And one thing I have to say is, like, sometimes when people are coaching you and they may be, oh yeah, I knew that was Kimberly. You can bring back up her comment, Trees. I want to read it. They may be in a bad place, but they're projecting that on you. Sometimes people project their insecurities on ourselves. I have projected my insecurities on my husband as well. And I had to say, oh, I'm sorry, babe. I was just insecure about that. That had nothing to do with you. Kimberly said, I'm gonna get a waist trainer too, but only wear when I work out and take it off afterwards. Yeah. I mean, that one that I brought, I don't know if you saw the one I brought, Kimberly. That was for wearing like with your dresses and stuff. So like I'm wearing a dress right now. So that was for wear with the dress. But you know, honey girl, when I put it on and I sat down, I was like, she's not gonna make it to the show. She ain't gonna make it to the show, honey. Say Facebook. Oh, it's still saying, well, sometimes even if you click the StreamYard link 2 months ago, you have to do it again. Yeah, sometimes that happens. So yeah, guys, we all struggle with insecurities. We all like, listen, y'all, you gotta work through it. Because you know, at the end of the day, you're offering an opportunity. Like Kimberly, she's on here. Kimberly, are you still here? Let me know, Kimberly, if you're still here. Put up some emojis, mama. Then right after this, we're going to get into what's news and then the After Go show. So Kimberly, if you're still on here, those of you who don't know who Kimberly is, Kimberly sells products, right? And she also offers the opportunity to people for them to start their own businesses, right? So when Kimberly goes out there in the world and she's meeting people, she's networking, she's talking to people, right? She may find people, a lot of people who are going to say, awesome, Kimberly. She's going to find people who are going to say, I don't want that up. I don't want to join. I don't want to start my own business. I don't want to be a part of that. They're not saying, see, Kimberly can take it one or two ways. She could be upset. She could say, you know, I'm not going to talk to another person. I'm not going to talk about my make your own money, work from home opportunity, anybody else, because this one person or these 10 people said no today. But here's the thing, though. You can be the other side, have your entrepreneur hat on, saying, you know what, that individual or those individuals are not saying no to me. They say no to the opportunity. Because you have seen with your own eyes that the opportunity that Kimberly offers actually brings abundant blessings to millions of people over the world, who has helped people generate multiple six figures, multiple seven figures. So again, you've seen the blessings inside. You've seen the blessings online for people, actual factual blessings that not only does the product work, but when you turn that product and you make a business for yourself, it works abundantly for you. Okay. But with that being said, when somebody tells her, no, I don't want it. I don't want to start my own business. Guess what happened? They're not saying no to Kimberly. Sometimes, listen, y'all, sometimes we got to take ourselves out of the situation, especially if you're trying to run a business. You got to take yourself out of it. See, when I'm offering my programs to people, when I'm offering my other businesses to people, y'all, and they say no, I don't get offended because you're saying no to the opportunity. You're closing the doors, right, to freedom. You're closing the doors to residual income. You're closing the doors to making sure that you're not chasing after people all the time. You're closing the doors to connecting with your core audience. So again, y'all, you got to understand that everything is not, when somebody says no, it's not meant for your bad. Don't allow your insecurities to defeat you and to put you in a corner, right? You got to say, you know what, that person ain't say no to me. That's that person saying no to the opportunity, to their opportunity. So you got to move on to the next person and say, next one, you still have to keep that excitement though. Don't lose that excitement because listen, if you're trying to get to the top, you're going to hear thousands of no's. You're going to probably hear hundreds of thousands of no's. You're trying to climb to that top of the compensation plan. You're trying to top to that top tier, making 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures. You're going to get hundreds of thousands of no's. How many people go on Amazon app and they go on there and then they log off? They don't buy anything. They put stuff in their cart and they log off. They don't buy anything. You think Amazon's sitting there like, girl, you put all this stuff in your cart, girl, you ain't gonna go back and buy it. You're just gonna keep putting this stuff in your no. Right? See, that's the thing we gotta tie into understanding, y'all. It's like when people say no to your opportunity, people say no to what it is you're offering, they're not saying no to you. Take yourself out the equation. If you really want to help people, you got to understand a no is not a bad thing. A no is personal to them. It's not personal to you. You got to go out there and find the people. Get out there and find the people who say, you know what, I need that opportunity. I want that opportunity. I want it right now. I want it right now. You still got to pray for those ones that say no, though. You don't get mad at them. You don't get angry with them. You got to pray for them. You got to say, you know what, it ain't right. It ain't right for them right now. It's not called to them right now. And there's going to be a time where God will call your opportunity to them. And maybe you talking to them today is sow the seed. It's sow the seed. Because sometimes women like to act like everything's good, everything's great. They don't need nothing else, right? And really when they go home, they're crying in their pillow because they can't pay their bills. Or they're crying in their pillow because they want to leave that job and they can't. or they're crying in their pillow because they're fighting their baby daddy for child support, right? You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But maybe you having that conversation with them today will sow a seed. So then 6 months down the line, or even a year down the line, they come while you still staying consistent, working your business or doing what you do in your life. They come right back around and say, you know what? Remember last year, you Kimberly, you talked to me about that opportunity. I'm ready now. How do I sign up? It's because you sowed a seed, and from then to now, you followed up with them maybe once a month or once a week, or what have you, right? You got through your personal insecurities because now Kimberly is saying, you know what? This opportunity is not about me. It's about the people that I approach, that God called me to approach and say something to and offer this opportunity to. Did y'all get that? It goes for all of you guys' businesses. It goes for all of you guys' lives. You may have some people in your family that you're giving advice to and you're talking to. They're not getting it and you're getting mad at them, right? Maybe you're just sowing a seed. And maybe a year from now or 2 years from now, they're going to get what you were saying in that 2-hour conversation. But when you take yourself out of the equation, understand that you are just a vessel. I always tell my clients this all the time. I'm just a vessel. Y'all did the work. Y'all made the impact. I'm just a vessel. I call myself that because guess what? I take myself out of the situation. Because if you have clients that are not doing the work or are not doing what they're supposed to do, you get offended, you get upset because you really want people to change their lives and be transformed through your help. But if they're not getting it, guess what? You can't let your feelings, because God is just like God is working on you, God is working on it too. All right, y'all. So let's get into what's news, y'all. Let's get into what's news. I don't even know. I think Therese, you found these topics, right? Let's get into what. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good, Therese. I gotta share this. I have to share this. This is good, good. If you don't know who Therese is, you're probably like, who's Therese? So she's talking to herself. Therese is our awesome, lovely producer, honey. Star producer, baby, honey. She sits down, she brings up everything for us, comments and what have you. So listen here, guys. Listen here, listen here. Do y'all see this? Did I put it up on the screen? Nope, I didn't. Y'all don't see it. Take down that comment, Therese, please, babe. Thank you, love. So I'm gonna put this on the screen, y'all, for y'all to see. Okay, this is our What's New segment of the show. This is our What's New segment of the show. Okay, so here's what this article says. And Teresa's going to put the link in the comments so you guys can check it out as well. So I hope I'm pronouncing this right. It says Elon, am I saying that right, y'all? Elon University students received $20,000 to focus research on encouraging Black women to be strong, Black, and selfish. Ooh, that word. Oh, Diane emailed this one. Thank you, Diane. I think, oh, I love that necklace she's wearing. I think, guys, this is amazing because really, when you hear that word selfish, saying I'm a selfish is not a bad thing. I just want to let y'all know that. You got to know your self-worth. You got to practice your self-care. And you have to be self-aware, that you are somebody. Okay? So definitely, guys, go ahead and check out this article. When y'all see great blogs like this, great articles like this, even if you're like, listen, you may not be financially able to support the business or whatever it is that we're showing you. But yeah, definitely feel free to go to the blog and like comment, say how much you enjoy, this information, because that is still considered support. All right. So definitely, guys, check this out. I think this is amazing. Awesome. They're doing focus research, spending $20K, receiving $20K for focus research. That's amazing. How many people will be trying to get grants for things and what have you? And the fact that that company is doing that, I think is absolutely phenomenal. So here's another, ooh, isn't this interesting, y'all? This is really interesting. All right, I want to share this. Okay, I'm going to read this out, y'all, because this is the first time I've seen this article, so I'm going to read it out, and I want to know what y'all think about this. I'm not going to really put any commentary on it, but I want to hear what y'all have to say in the comments about this particular article. So I'm going to bring it up for you guys. Okay, and Teresa's going to put the link in the chat for y'all. All right, bring down this banner. Okay, so let me read this out for y'all. And again, y'all let me know what y'all think about this article. So a third of U.S. college students consider withdrawing. A third of U.S. college students consider withdrawing. So let me just read out the first paragraph. It says about a third, which is 32% of currently enrolled students pursuing a bachelor's degree, report they have considered withdrawing from their program for a semester or more in the past 6 months. A slightly higher percentage of students pursuing their associate's degree is 41%. Wow. Report they have considered stopping out in the past 6 months. These are similar to 2020 levels, when 33% of bachelor's degree students reported they had considered stopping out, and 38% of associate's degree students said the same. What do y'all think about this? The children withdrawing from college. So it says 2021 associate's degree, 41% of students dropped out. And those who were pursuing a bachelor's degree, 32% say yes, they're considering stopping their coursework. What do y'all think? Wow. That's I mean, whew, that's some high numbers. What do y'all think about this? Before I state my commentary, I want to know what y'all think about, so many young adults, you're talking about 41% for those who are getting an associate's degree. When I went to college, associate's degree was like, okay, and like you had to go for your bachelor's. And now I think like now they prefer you go not just for you get your associates, you get your bachelor's, but now they're like, okay, you got to get a master's. Right. What are y'all saying about this? Because I do want my kids to go to college. I do. I think the college teaches you something. Even if they want to start their own business, I think they should still get a college degree. Kimberly said, "Don't take a break." Yeah, don't take. Listen, if you, I mean, the statistics on taking a break is the chances of these students actually going back to school is like slim to none. So you like just finish it through, especially if you already got your associates. What is it? You got 2 more years to get your bachelor's. And some people finish off their bachelor's in 1 year or a year and a half. Okay, they said it's for emotional stress. Can I say something about, I don't want to sound mean, but that's life, honey. Like, how many of y'all work for a boss and they emotionally stress you out and you still got to go to work the next day and deal with their foolishness? How many of you have coworkers? How many of you been in relationships where you felt emotionally stressed, but you still woke up next to that person the next day? I feel like if kids just stop going to school, going to college, and just because of that, then what's going to happen? They're not going to finish anything. That's why I feel like college is something like you did it and now you finished it. You finished something. And now most of the things in life that you do, you're going to finish it. Yeah, I worked too. I had to work when I went to college. Yes, I worked and went to school. So they talk about stress, honey. I had the stress to go to work. There's times where I would have a morning class, some morning classes, then I went to work and I would have evening classes. So Karen said, understand completely cost versus ROI. Plus, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life at 17. Change majors after 2 years. Yeah, I've changed majors too. I have done that. I absolutely have. But you know what I feel though, Karen, about the ROI part? Even though when I went to college, and this goes for those of you youngsters out there who are going to school, whether you're going for your associate's degree, bachelor's, or master's, and you're watching this, as a mother of 5 children, I strongly encourage you to finish out your degree. If you decide to change your major, that's fine. I mean, through life, you're going to want to discover different things. Like you may, like certain things as a 25-year-old that is going to change when you turn 35, right? But with that being said, I strongly encourage the younger generation to finish school, because it's like, even though when I went to college and when I graduated, there were no jobs, I've taken Excel classes that has helped me with the corporate jobs that I've done. I have taken technology classes. Like I was a technology girl in the office. Like people didn't know how to send an email, or when people didn't know how to fix something on the computer, I was there to help. You know what I'm saying? I should have asked for a raise, but I was naive then. But I was there to help out. You know what I'm saying? So again, I learned all of those skills in college, even though the degree that I had, I still currently have never worked in a degree that I received. The degree I had, I never found a job with the degree that I accomplished, because there was that particular job market was eliminated. Okay, because it was like a stock market crash and all the things. Yeah, Kimberly said, yes, that's life. That's life. Do life. It's going to be stress. Do life. You're going to pay for things you're not going to get an ROI out of, but there's a lesson in that. So I strongly encourage that if you are going to school, right, whether you're taking online classes or going to an actual college, I encourage you just to finish. I mean, life, there's always going to be stress. Life, there's going to be some times when you feel like you're giving more, but you're getting less. But there's a reason why God called you to that. There's a reason why God said it's a blessing to, you understand, back in the day when if you got accepted to a college, whether you got a full college scholarship or a part scholarship or no scholarship, it was a blessing to go to school. It was a blessing to go to college. Okay? And I really don't want people, young children, to take advantage of that just because you see all these people running to entrepreneurship. You know, it's a blessing to get an education. It is. It is a blessing. So again, with that being said, guys, finish it out. When you start something, finish it. If you have to change, I changed majors. I started out in programming, and then I've switched my majors to networking administrations. And honestly, if I hadn't, I wouldn't have met my husband, because my husband, when I switched majors, one of the classes that got switched, one of the classes that I got, he was in it, and I walked in the room, I was like, ooh. And when I saw, I was like, ooh, okay. That's what we doing in this class, okay? But you know, I always say finish it out. Finish it out, y'all. So thank you guys so much for joining me on today's show. This was a very, very exciting and informative conversation. If you want to continue on with this conversation, join us for the Afterglow. Yes, Therese just popped the link in the comments there. So come over and check us out, guys. Again, you can have your camera off. You can have your camera on. It's about us fellowshipping. It's about us having a great conversation, y'all. And it's about us just, you know, doing the Afterglow, right? Doing the Afterglow. So all are welcome to come. All are welcome to come. If a password comes up, I believe the password code is sister in all lowercase. Okay? It's sister all lowercase. Just type that in and you get access into the Zoom. So I'll see you guys next time. And as always, love on your sister. Bye, guys. Teresa, I'm going to sign you off.